Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? I'm pretty good. Oh, yeah, that chicken's happy. Yeah, that phone I was using was my other phone. I didn't want to take my best one outside, and it shuts off when it gets cold. So I tried to film as quick as I could and say goodbye, but so sorry for being rude, and thank you for subbing, Angela. Thanks for being here. It'll be nice getting to know you. Um, and any other new subs, if I ignored you, I apologize. I don't think I missed any. I didn't check my emails though. I just saw it on a comment, so one of them notifications. So I'll do all that tomorrow. So if I missed anybody, I'll make sure I address you. Um, uh, Oh, yeah, I was over talking to this creep. I was mentioning that I thought this little boy was in danger. I recognized abusive signs in his behavior. And this guy started out by kook alert, calling me a kook. And nobody would ever believe that you were qualified to say anything and blah, 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 you know. And so I tried to somewhat reason. Um, and then I finally came to the conclusion when he said, or this person, faceless person said, don't, this is that, and don't bother writing me back. And um, I went back over there and I go, you don't really seem to care, It's probably because you're dirty. So, yeah, that's I thought the only reason this person would get in between what I was trying to tell this father would be that he wouldn't want the father to know what was going on. So that bothered me. So anyway, excuse me a minute. So yeah, that was a little troubling, but I'll put it in God's hands. Maybe the father read my words and will investigate the situation. So once a kid is annihilated anyway, and it happens very young, there's really not a lot you can do to remedy that. So that's but it does help to recognize what's going on when a kid's upset. So, yeah. Oh, I was writing 007 about Gematria, and made a joke about, yeah, when God calls us for breakfast, he's like writing like 33349 or whatever, and then instead of speaking, I'll have to try that on your kids. Say, yeah, 2478. um that's sure, that's how we were created. They were words, they were numbers, not words. And the whole Bible, it was nothing but numbers to begin with. No, they started that number system to deceive others, period. And most countries uh, deal with the metric system, and that brings in a whole nother picture of measurements and stuff for people. So there was a reason back in the 70s, the United States of America was going to go to metrics like the rest of the world, and they decided not to do that. The reasoning behind that was we would get too close to the truth with our measurements of reality, like supposed circumference of the earth or whatever, dimensions and different things. I don't mean dimensions like a whole nother entire place. It's my belief that God's world and ours are attached, the whole thing. um I've always felt like that. I drew a picture of it on one of my videos down there too, from maps that I saw in white papers and that type of thing. So, but yeah, um, with the numbers and the words, it's not a matter of which came first, the chicken or the egg. It's scripture was the word, the spoken word, and then the written word. And like I say, the numbers are a bunch of baloney. I mean, yes, it can accurately spell out your name, and you can look up things, and things are documented in there. Um, but not everybody's in there. You can be put in there, you know. So, um, your heritage would be in there because that's how the um, Illuminati would track people. But it was started as a deceiving tool. Why would anybody put a number for a letter? There's absolutely no reason to put a number where a letter is because the letter's already there. You know? So it is mandatory that people understand that although it's a system that can be used, it is used against the Christian faith people. So, or people that believe Jesus Christ, you know, that them ones. So, yeah, Robin, I wouldn't doubt if I was your first sub. It was a long time ago. But anyway. Oh yeah, I was talking about people calling me a troll when I got attacked. That was entirely set up by the Eastern Star, and I know that for a fact. And I know who I'm talking about is affiliated. I know it for a fact because God showed me a vision about it. But I did bless her so Satan couldn't take her because he wants anybody and everybody, you know. So I don't allow that. That's not allowed in my book. Doesn't matter if somebody attacks me or not, I'm still gonna God bless you, you know. Maybe not to your face or maybe not in front of anybody, but I will. I went over to her page and did that about 3 days later after I simmered down a little bit. Because that was written, and then everybody just jumped on me. It's like, oh, okay, I see who's who. Some of the women that are here now know that happened to me because they participated and didn't realize what they were doing. But I do forgive. It's in that just telling me that they realized was it touched my heart. Yes, that's important. You know, it's like me in my life. I really do. If I mess up, I'm like I face it. And I'm like, hey, I did this or did that. I must have something in my eye. Excuse me. But you know, and just own up to it and it's over. That's really how quick things can be over, you know? I think I'm gonna go check in the mirror and try and get this hair out of my eye. It is driving me crazy. I'll probably be back. I love you all. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Can you see it? I'm gonna go check later, everybody.